Women. They're annoying to listen to in any language. I love anime, but it's full of them, and most of the time as characters, they fucking suck.
You've become a demon, Lelouch! Despicable! Cowardly!
Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, JellohLuvr. This is the fourth video in a 6-part series ranking every part of JoJo from worst to best. Let's get right into it. Stone Ocean's pacing is slow. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, but when compared to part 5, which is the fastest in the series, the transition can sometimes be a little weird. The pacing, in my opinion, is fantastic, almost as good as part 4's. But nobody's gonna fucking remember, because for some fucking reason, Araki was unable to make a prison a good location, even though it's one of the easiest things to do in fiction. Fucking Orange is the New Black did a better job, and it also has a main cast of women. Speaking of women, I know my audience is filled with warm-hearted feminists, so let's talk about some of the characters. Jolene's a great protagonist. I'm so glad Araki finally made a Joestar feel like the main character again, because holy shit, if I had to watch another part 4 or 5, my inner misogyny would get this video banned off YouTube. For once in the entire stand era, they finally show us the growth of a main character in their stand. Jotaro just obtains his, Josuke isn't even a main character in his own part, and Giorno, don't even get me fucking started. No, but seriously, I do enjoy the build-up. I don't care if it's slow, it's finally something I could be invested into. It sucks it's a woman, but Araki does a good job making her feel like an actual character rather than just being a woman. Can't say the same for some of the other characters like Foo Fighters. Her abilities were fucking boring, and her death for anesthesia came way too early. Aram's design was surprisingly really fucking good, but her stand... I'd look past it, but I'd rather not have a woman be a side character. She wasn't that bad, but it just felt like her development was closed off too early, and also being a woman, I just really didn't care about her. But it's okay, our Araki finally gives us what we want, a man. And not just any, but Jotaro, who by the way got one hell of a makeover. This is the best he's looked in the entire series. The side plot being centered around Jotaro was a great call. Him usually being the one to fix everything gave Jolene's development a big boost, as the rest of the series felt very unpredictable. Even though I love Jotaro's misogyny, the scene in Stone Ocean where Pucci makes him choose between the universe and his daughter he's neglected his entire life is beautiful storytelling. Even though she ends up dying like 10 minutes later, it's cool to see growth from a more conservative, nonchalant character like Jotaro. Amnesia, he's cool. He tried cracking Jolene, so based. Emporio was... I used to be a Cubs fan, and it would have been really funny if they kept that, but I guess it didn't work out. Him taking Weather Report from Pucci was also unexpected. In a good way, I don't even really know, but go Cubs. Chibi reviews, Weather Report, I wasn't a huge fan. He dated his sister or something. Pucci hires a private investigator to investigate him, who happened to be a part of the KKK and hung him for being black. But other than that, and his stand being overwhelmingly overpowered, he just didn't really stand out. Speaking of a brother, in the part where Araki wanted to be as woke as possible, he made the main villain black. I love that he's not inherently evil, as he thinks what he's doing is best for everyone. It makes for solid character growth, and his depth's done exceptionally well. In the story, they lure him into the ocean because they say it would be easier to spot him, but we all know the real reason. Quick mention, they never explain why he's able to see during Jotaro's time stop, at all. It's not like accelerating time means you could stop time, but I guess he's black, he needs all the reparations he can get. Sea Moon turning shit inside out low-key had me fucked up for a bit. I may or may not have had to rewatch it and have this explained to me, but after I realized what his ability was, this fight was super good, and it sucks we didn't get to see more. I've seen so many complaints about the animation and art style, but I think behind Phantom Blood, it's probably done best in the entire series. I love the character designs, except for Weather Forecast, he looks like a total queer. And again, Jolene has the best character design of any Joestar, debate a fucking wall. Speaking of art style, the colors pop so perfectly. When they decide to actually use the location to their advantage, some of the fights where just getting to the courtyard being an issue is exciting. I wish they put a little bit more effort into it, but at the end of the day, Morio will forever mog. The ending where Emporio kills Pucci and everything he did was undone was a bit of a nothing burger, but whatever, go Cubs. The real ending where my boy Anesthesia canonically cracks Jolene and we see all the characters wrapped up with Roundabout was quite literally peak fiction. Now some things definitely hold part 6 back, but I could care less about some of the smaller details. For my research, the release was horrible, the lack of another intro was definitely disappointing, and of course it was rushed as Netflix usually does. But then those same people glaze part 5 for one of the worst endings in the series, so where the fuck is the consistency? I thought part 6 was entertaining. I think Jolene is the best Joestar in the entire series, and I think the final fight was amazing. So I'm gonna say it, Stone Ocean's fucking brilliant. I'm not going to talk about it too much, but the stand fights were also really done well. Debt Collector, Bohemian Rhapsody, and Jailhouse Lock were some of the best fights in the entire series. Again, I don't want to get too into it, this isn't a synopsis, but just please don't sleep on part 6. Let's get into the ranking. Though undeniably rushed and a little shaky at times, us real lovers can look past that. So part 6 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventures Stone Ocean gets the official stamped, mailed in and opened JellohLuvr ranking score of, drumroll please, 8.7 out of 10. Originally, I had Stone Ocean lower than Phantom Blood, but like, main character-wise, Jolene fucking Moggs. Part 1 is amazing, just way too short and missing a lot of content from the original. Stone Ocean's a complete story, so that's how I'm fucking ranking it. If you want to complain in my comments, I don't fucking care. That's all I got today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you think. As always, take care.